And you're on the punch line with Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez.
And Justin Fortuna.
A lot to talk about today.
Remember that Goofy? I'll fucking do it again.
Do it again.
Have you seen that, Justin? Hey, did you see my shirts that I got? I got your shirt at home. What?
The Titanic meme?
No, I sent you some. I got some shirts over in Columbus with some taco shirts. Did you see them?
Oh, I see those.
I sent them to your text. I want to see if you want to pick you up some.
What was the other one?
Had a donkey, kick-ass tacos. And the other one said, I could go for a
Yeah,
taco.
I could go for a taco. And a picture of a gopher.
Yeah, holding a taco.
Pretty funny.
This weekend. I'm just putting information in.
What's up, everybody? So,
hey guys, how you doing?
we're here just waiting for you guys.
Wait for me.
Well, I'm waiting on the YouTube, and I don't get as many on YouTube.
I'm waiting to not to fuck up this show here and get my stuff together because me and Kelly got through working out, and Kelly was saying I was looking at myself. I was not. Okay, I was.
He was.
I was not.
It's okay.
I had a pump going.
I trained 2 people today, and I tell you what, I was sweating my ass off. Oh, at Burnside's?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. How'd that go?
Good, but
Did you work with the little boy from the restaurant?
yeah,
How was that? How's he look?
good.
Good. Has he boxed before?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Does he have fights?
I think so.
Okay. No, I think that's your calling. I think you're a good trainer. Fuck.
Absolutely.
What's up, Benjamin? What's up, Esteban? Scott's watching. Damon's watching. Of course, Damon is.
What's up, Damon?
Damon. Oh, Christine. I told her we're gonna be at. Did you get the message from Jordan?
Hold on. Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited to go see him fight. Damon posted that one today with the pit bull.
showing the toy out the window.
Yeah, that was funny.
Dude, did you see what I said though? That he was showing off. He bit a kid and took the toy and was showing off his spoils of war.
Jay Cortinez says, my favorite lesbians. What's up? Michael Donahue said, what do you guys think of the Danny Garcia fight and what's next for him?
I thought he looked good.
Yeah, we tapped on that last week, Mike. Thought he did a fantastic job. I thought he looked great in there.
Yeah.
He fought well. His counter punch, his speed, very good fight.
I thought so too. I thought there was a lot of little intricacies and little tricks that he did that a lot of people don't see unless you really know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Unless you really know boxing, like of course you and Justin and Damon, and a lot of you guys that watch, you guys know what to look for. You guys see a lot. There's some brilliance in what he does.
It really is.
Christine's son Jordan Jones is fighting on the night before.
That's gonna be cool.
Mikey. We're going to that fight too, right?
Yes, we are.
We went to that first. Isn't what's his name? Robert's little white bantamweight. B-Fly. B-Fly's fighting that night too.
Look, probably. Yeah. Hey, guys, real quick though, we got some new people on here. Ricardo says, "What's up, guys? Love your show. You guys think Jojo Diaz beats Farmer in a rematch? They said they had a rematch clause.
They do.
I think he squeaked out that one.
I don't. It depends what farmer shows up.
Yeah.
Hey Kelly, I have a question on that. Do you think Farmer fighting 5 times in 1 year might have been a hindrance on this fight? I'm not making an excuse. Just a point that he fought every 2 months.
When you climb up the ranks and you're fighting 10 and 12 rounders and 12 rounders, absolutely 5 times a year is. It's not so much the fights are taxing, but also
The training.
the training. I mean, there's hardly no break in time for the training camps.
They said, okay, your adult supervision is here. That must be Amy.
Matthew
Rocco says hi. Josh says
what's up,
hi.
Rocco? Matthew Raymond says, hello, what's up, Kelly? I really enjoyed your podcast. First one I was able to get on live. Keep up the excellent work, buddy. Well, thanks, Matt. And thanks for tuning in live.
That's awesome. Josh Turner says, good day, gentlemen. How you doing, Josh? Melissa's watching. Of course, Melissa is one of our favorite people in the whole world, man.
Yeah, but going back real quick,
Yeah.
Jordan,
Yeah.
I am excited to watch him fight on that, especially in his hometown.
Yeah.
Maybe after he makes weight, we get some barbecue or something with him.
Oh, yeah. You know he's going to make us. If Carr, I haven't seen him in a while. Hey,
Yep.
James and Kelly, how you guys doing? Wish you guys done this earlier so I could watch this full thing. Well, from the UK, thank you. We're going to Sundays next week, right?
Yeah, we are going to Sundays.
We're going back to Sundays because football season's over, guys. So if it's up to Justin, Sunday at 7.
Yep. Jay Cortina says, Farmer was twitching and blinking.
He's
was.
always
I don't know
always
why.
done that, though. That's not that he's done that. You know Luis Cortez, one
Yeah.
of the riders from Philly, good friend of mine. He interviewed him and he was doing that in the interview. So it's not like I think people are looking too deep into it. I think the guy's pretty shades of fucked up anyway.
You're right.
He can fight, but dude, my favorite was when that Chris Mannix on DAZN when he said there's something wrong.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with Tevin Farmer's eyes. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? I was like, did he just say that there was something wrong with Tevin Farmer's fucking eyes? It took him that long to know.
It just if I turn this facing me, is that too much?
Turn the microphone.
Well, let's find out.
Hey, we're always,
No, damn it! See, I wanted to be cool.
we're always losing. We're losing Justin already. I'll fucking do it again. Hey, Tracy, my girl's on here. Tracy, I love Tracy.
He's like the hot fries got better.
Tracy's on here.
Oh,
Tracy,
what's up, Tracy?
Yeah, that's my girl right there. We gotta hit her up in Toledo. Me and her gotta meet up in Toledo and go get Mexican.
Jay Cortina says, "You guys remember David Reed?" I think I know where you're going with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No.
I think it's two different things. With David Reed had the droop eyelid that covered, and Farmer has
Yeah. And that's why they pushed David Reed's career. So remember we talked to Al about Al Mitchell.
Mhm.
Al Mitchell told us at the what was it, the reunion,
under 19.
under a 19 reunion we went to, me and Kelly did, that they pushed David Reed's career because of that eye. They knew he didn't, the doctor said only had a couple years in his career. That's why they pushed so fast to get him done.
Yep.
No, Scott, B-Fly fights in Dallas on the night before Mikey fights. You're already going to be there, you turd bucket.
Hey, what's up, Jake? Fat Lazy Cat Farrell goes, Ghost, if Conor chose to fight you at 175 in boxing, would you carry him like Floyd, or would you try to take him out in the first round? Fat Lazy, I would hit him with body shots. I would honestly carry him. I would not be worried about the power. I would beat up Conor for coming into the boxing ring. I think Conor's a bad dude. He could fight. He's a badass. No, I would not fight him in the octagon. But if he came into the boxing room, I would be a bully, and I would beat him up.
My problem is you look like a fucking Auschwitz survivor trying to get to 175.
Now I would, yeah.
Oh my God! Can you imagine
Think
what Kelly
about
would
it.
look like?
But I still made 160.
Oh, but now trying to make 75, your body's got older and grown.
What are you trying to say, James?
I'm just saying. No, Kelly's put on 50 pounds of muscle since then. You have.
Yeah.
Can you imagine taking all that down? What?
He'd go in there with these big ass Popeyes.
Little-
Fucking he'd go-
24. What is it?
20-inch biceps.
Bernard Hopkins waist and a Popeye arms.
Yep.
Tyler Bostic. That's my homie Tyler. Tyler's my niece's father, and I like the kid. I like the kid more than I do my own sister. So what's up, Tyler? Corlin is watching. I love Corlin. Sergio Moore said the same thing. Yeah, Sergio says some weird shit too. Darren says, do you guys know how much about this guy fighting Gary Russell this Saturday? Hearing he's really good, but I've never seen him. Darren, I've heard the same thing, but there's nothing out here on them, you know? And sometimes it's like that. You get a really good fighter, they just don't get a lot of exposure.
Yep. What were we going to hop into that we wanted to talk about?
Super Bowl.
Was there any fights?
Not really, no. There wasn't much.
We could talk about the Super Bowl a little bit,
We
right?
can talk whatever we want. It's our show.
Break up the monotony.
It's our show.
What did you think about the Super Bowl?
I thought it was great. I picked the 49ers. Fuck that all up. But
I thought they were going to win too.
the halftime show is what I liked.
Yeah.
God bless Shakira and J-Lo.
That one meme was pretty funny though.
Which one?
Did I send it to you? The halftime where it goes, I was watching strippers and then all of a sudden kids came on singing and the guy was like...
You said that to me. Rocco says, work ethic usually produces results. In your opinion, has there ever been a successful boxer who trained very little? No.
Not really.
Oh, well, there has been. There's been guys but they've only went so far in their career.
Yeah.
I could name an amateur like that, Ricardo Williams.
Yeah.
Ricardo Williams didn't train a lot, and he was so much better than everybody he fought. But it
You
caught
see,
him.
yeah, it caught it, especially like the Olympics. That fight, Michael Donahue said, "How about Andrade?" Andrade.
Yeah.
Sorry if you covered it already.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about that one because that was a big fight this weekend,
Okay.
and I'm glad he brought that up.
Yep.
I thought Andrade looked like crap.
I did too.
I'm sorry.
I did too.
Um,
They need to leave Canelo out of his fucking mouth.
yeah, like focus maybe on trying to get the Charlo fights and leave the Canelo fight be until you fix that. Let's be honest. I mean, he has some ring rust. He hasn't fought. He hasn't been active. But that kid that he fought, and the reason why I said I'm usually not that harsh.
Yeah.
But that kid didn't belong in that ring. I mean, the kid had a hard time staying up after throwing a punch.
Yeah.
Let alone surviving as long as he did in that fight.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Josh, a lot of my South Carolina folks are tuned in, guys. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. My cousin Stephanie is on, and she's making mad faces at me, so I don't know what I did. Tyler says, "Sub Broskies, enjoy the knowledge of you too." Thank you so much, Tyler.
Yep.
That's my homie right there. Damon wants to remind us that Gervonta Davis was arrested for domestic violence today.
Oh, did he get arrested
He
today?
did. He did. He was
it
arrested
from that video?
for grabbing his girl up and choking her out of the...
Where was that at? Where were they at?
I don't know. Did you see it?
You didn't see it?
Yeah, he came in public and just grabbed his girl and started choking her in public, and they showed some guy running away. Did you see it?
It was on like every social media outlet.
Do you know, I'm not defending Gervonta Davis at all, because I believe that sucks, but do we know what transpired to that? I mean, there's no excuse to it.
I don't think you snatch a girl up
No,
like
no. But what I'm saying is, I think people jumped on the bandwagon already, and, look, like I said, people are so quick to judge, like they've never put their hands on a woman in their life, right? Mm-hmm. I can go down the list here, and we pulled a bunch of DVs.
Exactly. I mean, we don't know what transpired, but again, he got caught on camera
doing stupid shit,
and he snatched her up. I mean, he snatched her up hard. That is a woman. I mean,
that's your mother, your children. Man.
Yeah, that's an assault, especially the way he grabbed her and then was dragging her by the horse collar. I'm gonna let you know this. That shit hurts when you get grabbed up by the collar like that.
I bet.
He's doing that shit in public.
Crystal Zambita
Bog. Right. You get balls in public like that. What do you do behind closed doors?
We got a listener,
Who's
Crystal Zambita Boggs.
That's my girl.
Member here at the gym.
That's my girl.
She said hello, so you have to acknowledge I'm watching. All right.
I'll acknowledge that. We accept you.
Jay Cortinez goes, who could challenge David Benavidez at 168? Bivol.
Oh, shit. Bivol. Canelo. Canelo could challenge him.
Well, just like saying so could Saunders.
Yeah, but Canelo's a different level fighter of Saunders or anybody else.
But the size difference for
that would be guy too, right?
That would be the next one. Johnny Todd says Masvidal kills everyone now except Khabib. He throws properly and it screws up everyone else.
Did you see Jude say he choked her?
I don't know. That was a MMA question.
Jude's been saying this internet shit all day. Jude said he choked her, question mark. Looks like he just escorted her out, not saying he was right. He escorted her by her fucking neck.
By her throat.
By her throat.
Well, was it her throat or was it like the shirt?
It doesn't matter.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
If that's what Jude considers acceptable, Jude, man.
I'd rather have somebody grab me by the neck and take me out instead of when you pull that shirt like that, that shit hurts.
Repeating, do you think Gervonta CTE can? I have no idea. I wouldn't want to put that on him. He just may be an asshole.
Yeah, I don't think he's CTE yet.
Yeah, I was at his car said it was a basketball game. Yeah, Esteban's in Florida. Clint Osborne says, what do you guys think about Tyson Fury going for early knockout this time against Wilder? Clint from Cornwall, England. Love you guys. Thank you, Clint.
Yeah, if he's in shape, he can.
I would not do that, though.
I wouldn't either. I would try to drag him into deep water, get him tired again. I think Tyson Fury needs to focus on not getting caught.
He's not a big puncher in the first place.
He's not. So don't get caught. Go in there, outbox him. Like you fight the same way you did the first fight. Just be a little bit smarter on certain things.
You know, my thing is this: Tyson Fury needs to do what he does best and box and move. He needs to dance with who brought him. You know what I mean? Yep. Go to the dance because you try to trade with Wilder, it's not going to go well for you.
No,
Wilder's going to beat your ass. You slug with that dude.
Well, he catches you. And,
he's going to catch you.
I had a guy yesterday, my pizza delivery man. He came and he was talking to me about boxing. And I'm sitting there and I was like really hungry too.
Yeah.
And he was trying to go, dude. I was like, Wilder. If the fight goes to decision, I go, Wilder's going to lose because he has a hard time. He gets outboxed by Ortiz, Wilder. I said, but it's hard to go 12 rounds with Wilder.
Yeah.
He's going to land that. He has the radar on that hand.
Yeah.
It's like a heat-seeking missile, and he catches you with it. And when he catches you clean, Nobody in any era is walking away. The only person I think that might be able to take a clean shot, is maybe Ali. But I don't even know if Ali could have took a clean shot from him.
I don't think so. Josh Turner said, I bet Jack 300. Jack ain't gonna fucking pay you, Josh. Fucking deadbeat.
Dan Martinez says, better be versus B-Ball. Break it down, fellas.
Oh God. Can I think about that a minute?
I think B-Ball boxes the shit out of him.
That's what I thought too.
I'm not saying that if the fight happens, that's what's going to happen. I think that for B-Ball to win that, he needs to stay clear. Better Beef is a strong guy, but he's one of the very few strong guys that can actually apply that pressure to anybody he fights. That's the only scary thing about picking that fight. That's why right now I'm not going to pick that fight up until close to the fight, because anything can happen in that fight.
My thing is this: Bivol has a better chin than Better Beef. It's already been shown. Better Beef's been knocked down 4 times already, right?
Yeah.
Bivol's never been dropped. We saw him get hurt and he took the shot.
True, but Bivol ain't been hit. Better Beef is a powerful guy overall.
Bivol's a good puncher too.
I'm not saying he ain't.
I don't know.
But you better believe that B-Ball is going to be tested more than he's ever had.
Oh my God, I said that.
When you're fighting a guy that strong over and round in, round out, getting hit with those shots and getting shoved and getting pushed back, and somebody firing at you and you're on the defensive like that, it wears on you. I mean, that's going to be something. It's going to be an interesting fight. I'm at the point where I don't even want to bet on that fight. Or not bet, but pick a fighter, because
I want to pick Bivol. I'm going to take the boxer puncher over the puncher.
I may, but
I'm going to always bet on black when it comes to that. You know what I mean? I'm going to bet on that boxer puncher over a puncher. What are you going to do, Justin? Would you bet on the Bivol or beat her off? Beat her off? I don't know how to say his name.
beat her off.
Bivol's fucking amazing, dude.
Bivol is. Again, if you were to tell me right now you have to pick somebody, I'm going with Bivol.
It is going to be fun.
But that's why I was saying that's a fight where I want to sit back, watch it, without worrying about my pick.
Would that be nice to go to Russia and watch it?
No, it's not as fun in Russia.
It's in Russia, St. Petersburg. We should go, Justin. Fuck it. Well, dude, we can land on the airplane and we can have that Rocky IV music when they got to Russia. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I say, hey, Kel, it's Russia. It don't look so hot.
Yeah. Okay. I got two good questions here. First of all, James Burrell says, hey, you guys think Tyson will go southpaw? He may. He does in a lot of fights.
Tyson does. He can fight either hand.
I wouldn't suggest it with that right hand that Wilder fires.
Yeah.
I would stick to the orthodox style and just box him.
Yeah.
But James Burrell said, or Ricardo goes, do you guys agree with Peter Garcia, Robert Garcia's son, saying he has no problem watching YouTuber celebrities fighting each other?
I don't give a fuck.
He would rather watch that than watch top fighters fighting bums.
Yeah.
I guess I could agree. I could agree with that, and I could honestly agree with it. I'd rather watch that because the guy is trained to fight. They look a lot better than some of the guys that you get at a local club show or one of these tough man things where they come into the ring drunk and firing haymakers with 18-ounce gloves on. These YouTubers are actually, it's good for, first of all, it's good for boxing. It brings attention to these big fights. It helps boxing out. And second of all, these guys are trained and they go in and they train for a fight like a professional boxer.
Yep.
And they're not the best looking in there when they're punching,
Yep.
but you can tell that they know what they're doing a lot more than any other guy. So I don't think it hurts anything, and I think people should actually get over it.
Yep, the beautiful Brittany Baker's on here. Good friend, former wife of my friend Alex, but yeah, Brittany's amazing. No, I really agree, Kelly, and we've said that before. I know a lot of these boxing purists, they're not happy with the YouTube stars, but they're bringing attention to the sport that we would never get from anybody else. You bring Jake Paul or Logan Paul or KSI, you're bringing 1 million fucking people to watch a fight that nobody would care about.
And they're
watching the whole card.
Yeah, and they don't look half-ass bad.
Look,
like
I know damn well that last fight, the last one with Logan Paul and KSI. My daughter don't give a shit about boxing. She don't care. None of them do.
Yeah.
But they watched the whole card of Logan Paul.
Exactly.
They watched the whole fight card.
I know. James Burrow goes, I wouldn't say Better Beef isn't a boxer. He seems very skilled to me. He is, James. That's not what we're saying. We're saying compared to a guy like Bivol, he's not on the same level as far as boxing and skill set. He's not. But he can fight, and he does have good technique, and he does throw the proper punches the right way, on top of being very strong. And that's what makes the fight interesting, is his power and strength.
Oh, bro, they're looking for an argument. No one's saying they're fucking as good as Bivol. We're just saying they're good for what they're doing. Nobody's saying that Logan Paul or Jake Paul.
Oh no, he's saying about Better Beef. He wouldn't say that Better Beef isn't a boxer. He seems very skilled.
He's more of a puncher though.
But he is more of a banger. Yeah, rough you up, rough tactics.
There's nothing wrong with that. But he fights that more of that old Russian style. He wears you down and beats you up. And Bivol's more of a technician. Yes.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Johnny Todd says, I truly believe Fury is going to go for the KO.
And I think that's his downfall.
Yeah, that's not good.
Steve Stars, I believe it's stick and move. And Steve said Smith cracked him. He did. Kelly, wish you fought Carl. Clint says, Kelly, I wish you fought Carl Froch. You was made for each other. That was a meet in the middle make of some more.
I would have loved to. I would have. I would have loved
to. You would
to.
have beat his fucking ass.
I think so too.
Jaime Torres says Fury will get stopped sooner or later. I don't see Fury getting up again. Well, they said that the first time Wilder caught him.
I mean, he did. James Rose says that I think he is kind of like B-Hop, not flashy but crafty.
Yeah.
Could be. YouTube celebrities should not fight on the same card as pros.
Why
If
not?
boxing
It's
needs
bringing
YouTube
attention.
celebrities to sell tickets, then something's wrong. But Jay Cortines, you see boxing and it's picking up over the years. I agree, but at the same time, it still needs that little push. I don't see what's wrong. I mean, it's not that bad. You got guys, world champions, that are having a hard time selling out the small arena at the Madison Square Garden.
Lomachenko
One of your pound for pounds.
could sell out the small arena.
So come on, man. If there's anything that's going to give a little kick in the ass to the sport and get it back up again, this may be what it needs. You have to cross over.
Yeah.
I don't see what the problem is. I mean, because believe it or not, pretty soon you may not be seeing boxing if you don't have these type guys coming on. So, I mean, beggars can't be choosers, man.
Jaime says, hey, that guy, that Logan Paul broke records on DAZN. He sure did. And look, I'm not saying I like it either, but the fact is boxing needs that push right now.
Yeah, Matthew Ramon.
And the same reason that UFC brought Floyd and Conor they gave
together.
a fucking push to both
Exactly.
sports.
And you still do have those icons in boxing.
Yes.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao still, I think, broke. I don't think a UFC fight has yet touched that
I don't think
number.
anybody's touched that number, have they?
Manny Pacquiao, Mayweather. I don't know if
Anybody touch
Khabib,
it?
Conor in UFC, but
Not
no,
close.
it hasn't. So that's probably the closest one to it.
Eddie Joseph says, YouTube stars are great for boxing. Brings millions of people to potentially create a new fan base.
Exact
Don't get a million
crossover.
pay-per-view sales and you can get piped up too.
Matthew Ramon goes, would you ever consider fighting a YouTube celebrity?
Fuck
Hell yeah.
They would never sanction that.
What, if I did?
They would never sanction you to fight Logan Paul.
Come on, going on 8 years out?
They would not sanction it.
Oh, man.
There's no way. Kelly even retired 40-2 against Logan Paul. That's 1-1.
Oh, that'd be great. What did they fight at?
What is he? 199, 200.
Oh, dude, that's why you gotta lose 50 pounds. 200.
Tyler Bostic says, shoot, Logan Paul is a hell of a lot more entertaining in boxing than James Toney was in MMA. I agree, though. They don't look bad at all. You know what? Like I said, a lot of you said it too. A lot of these internet stars are better skilled than these fucking guys working these club shows.
Yeah.
These guys look like hot garbage, and they
Exactly.
promote them and they put them on these shows.
I don't think it's disgraceful to boxing at all when they come in, train, and they take it serious and they actually come in to fight.
No.
If they came in winging like amateur, like smokers and all over the place and tired after
Tough
30
man
seconds,
competitions.
tough man, then I would be a little pissed off that they're getting. I do get pissed off when I see something like the barstool boxing and shit like that. And these guys walk around thinking they're boxers, and they get like 3,000 people to come there and watch that in Youngstown.
Yeah.
It does piss me off because you got amateur kids that are training their ass off,
They can't get on.
and they can't pull that type of people in. So that's where I can understand getting mad. But when you have guys like Logan Paul, who's actually going to train with Freddie Roach, and they're putting in 2-month training camps, and they're training and they're learning, and when they get into the ring, they look like they know what they're doing doing a little bit.
Dude, I saw Jake Paul. You know how many? You know Jake Paul is actually, I mean, he's not a world beater, but he's not bad. He could beat a lot of guys out there. They're coming up.
Steve Z says, what do you guys think of 147 with Enos, Virgil Ortiz, Josh Taylor, and Pro Grace all possibly moving up? I think this is the next great division after the current greats leave or even stay.
Well, Enos and Virgil are already 147.
Yeah.
Just them two are coming up.
Taylor, Pro Grace, I say, will go up before Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor's big too. They both
Is
are
he?
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both big. I don't know though, but
It is a great weight class as is.
47 is
I
a
mean,
great weight class. But right now, those titles are held hostage. And I'm not being mean.
They are.
But no one's taking the title from Spence or Crawford right now, or Pat Manny. It's not happening.
Crawford's the guy right there right now, and you see they're still not even mentioning him on TV.
No, but you
The
know
last
what, though?
show, they wouldn't even put his thing up.
Justin, remember the press conference for Amir and Crawford, and they asked Crawford about 54, and Crawford said, "I'm not going anywhere. I barely made weight for this. Why?"
Yeah.
He said, "I'm here."
Exactly. Ricardo says Sean Porter versus Ugas couldn't sell out Carson, California.
That's because
Logan Paul sold out the Staples Center.
Thank you. That's true.
Exactly. James Burrell says, "I'll say that I like it. It brings money and eyes to the sport and doesn't take anyone else's opportunity away." Very well said.
The beautiful Shannon Torres is watching today.
Jay Cortina says Virgil is taking over, and he possibly can. He looks good. He's on a freaking path of destruction right now. He's tearing everybody up.
My thing is this: I don't think we're going to see a lot of Virgil till 54. I think that's a weight class that's open for him right now. They're not going to give this guy. I don't know.
I still think his 147
He is,
where
but
he's
he's
going to
so
be.
fucking big, man.
He's that big, and you imagine at 147. I mean, give him his dues. And then,
Oh no! My problem is this: those titles are locked up like they are. You know what I mean? That's the problem. I mean, what kind of title shot are you going to get? You know, he already holds what? The gold, the silver, the pico.
Yeah.
He holds every minor title in the 47 division. I love him. I love
I do
Virgil.
too. I think he's great.
I think he's probably the best prospect.
Ricardo
in the
says
sport.
you think Virgil's ready for Pacquiao?
No, I don't think so.
I think because of Pacquiao's age,
Yeah,
I think Virgil's definitely good enough to.
a year from now.
Especially a year.
There's a lot of
I
experience
think
right now.
with Pacquiao, I wouldn't take it. I think it's just too dangerous, and it could only hurt Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah.
See it ended up like a Virgil.
But I don't think it's.
Yeah, now you see it like Mayweather versus Canelo.
I think it could be. I think Virgil Ortiz versus Manny Pacquiao could be Oscar De La Hoya versus Chavez.
Tyler Bostic want to know who is that guy sparred at 10 Goose that whooped my ass? Dude ran circles around me. That guy's name was Jarrett Hurd.
Oh,
Tyler Bostic's a champion and May fighter, right? From Columbus. Me and Anthony took him to 10 Goose to box. He wanted boxing experience.
yeah.
So he worked with Jarrett Hurd.
Sure heard. Shit. That
He
sucks.
said he was a dude that whooped my ass and ran circles around me.
But going back on that, I think a Virgil Ortiz versus Pacquiao could be a De La Hoya Chavez.
Could be.
I really do. I think that's where you hand it over to the younger superstar.
I think, but also I think the fight that they're looking at right now is Virgil Ortiz, Keith Thurman.
Yeah,
That's an easier fight to make.
and I still think that's an easier fight for Ortiz.
Yeah, but that gets him right where he needs to be.
Yeah.
I think we'll see Spence at 54 though soon. I think that title's going to come up. I think Spence will be a 54 guy. He's a big kid.
Especially with that big break.
Yeah.
Soapboxing podcast goes, who exposes Mungia? And Jay Cortina says
Anybody at
Mungia
160.
exposes Mungia.
Yeah,
That's good.
I can't disagree with
I
that.
think
Mungia,
Jay Cortina, that was a great comeback.
that was great
Yeah,
though. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
I've said it before. Mungia has reached the ceiling on how good Mungia is ever going to be.
Yeah.
I never thought he was that great, and I don't think what's the other kid's name? Zerto. I don't think Zerto is that good either. I think Zerto's reached his limit where he's as good as he's going to be too.
Yep. Soapboxing podcast goes report card on Hurd, James.
What?
He wants your report card on Hurd.
Who does?
Soapboxing podcast.
I didn't think Jarrett Hurd looked very good. I thought he looked weak. I thought he looked a little weight drained. I just don't think maybe getting a new camp was what he needed. I think maybe he needs to.
Here's the problem
Focus.
I see with Hurd.
Yeah.
I think that even at 60, he's such a big guy. I think that this weight, losing weight and trying to get down to that is catching up. And I feel bad because Jarrett Hurd's biggest strong point was that he was big.
Yeah.
And he threw a lot of punches per round, and he was a guy that wore you down.
Yeah.
And I noticed in that last fight, and where I think that making weight became a problem, was that he actually got tired by the much smaller guy, and he was starting to fade in the middle rounds, as where he usually makes somebody else fade. And I don't know what he's going to do now if that's the case. If he really is having that hard of a time making weight, I don't see it. Ain't like he's super fast or hits that hard where he could go up and carry that. I think he might be at the end of the road now. I hate to say it. So I don't know, unless they bring in a nutritionist or find some way where he can still make that weight and then be able to use that energy and that strength to overwhelm a fighter in the later rounds.
Yeah.
I don't know though, but that's what I got from it. It looked like that to make that cut, the weight cut is starting to catch up to him.
Yeah, I got so many questions here, Kelly. Felix Torres, can Virgil beat a top 3 to 5 welterweight right now? If so, who can't he beat? Virgil's I think Virgil's a top 5 welterweight himself, or right on that cusp. I think he beats Thurman. I think maybe he beats Danny Garcia. It's possible.
I think he could with that fight.
I think Porter would be a problem for him. I just think the style, but I think he could do it. I think Crawford and Spence may be out of his range right now.
Yeah, and I say Porter is trouble for anybody.
Yes.
Anybody. No matter his style, no matter who you are, it's going to be a tough fight.
I think Crawford and Spence right now maybe are just a little bit seasoned, a little young still, and it's I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised. Nothing surprises me. But I know Crawford's pretty much untouchable right now at that weight class.
Yeah.
Shannon Torres, one of our best homies ever, said Virgil's a beast. I think he could beat Pac because he is in his prime. He's building. He is over his bump and proving himself. I can't argue with that.
Ricardo goes, I like Virgil versus Maurice Hooker. Look good at 147.
There's a lot of beef in there too. A lot of Dallas rivalry. They're from the same town.
That would be big. And James Brawl goes, you think Kell Brook can bust onto the scene at 154?
I think Kell Brook tried to bust on the scene at 60 and couldn't do it. So I don't think so. I think Kell Brook's pretty much. I think Kell Brook probably.
But in Kell Brook's own words, nobody's seen him. You ever say that?
Nobody's seen Kell Brook at 100%. I guess Kell Brook's eyes look like fucking lottery balls at this point, don't they?
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for like the Terminator.
Kell Brook's eyes look like a lottery ball.
I'm a bad.
Triple G broke one, and then Errol Spence broke the one. They just kind of roll around now.
Remember Terminator when the skin starts ripping off and he got that metal eye?
He's gonna call you up.
No, I'm not picking. I mean, he had it. It's horrible.
Mate. Hello, mate.
What's the bloody sin?
You bloody bastard! You call me a lottery.
It'd be worse to have Triple G call me and be like, "Well, ghost boxing."
What the fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah, how you say? Why is this? You talk to me like this, public. Why is this? Ricky says Danny Garcia won't be easy to beat.
No, I agree.
Yeah, he's gonna be a tough fight for any of the guys.
Hey,
he looked great his last fight.
He did. Jaime Torres says Virgil Ortiz is not ready. To be honest, what's he not ready for at this point? He's knocking out dudes that other people can't stop.
I don't see. I mean, when are you gonna? So what you're saying is when all these other 147-pound guys
go past him
are older and everything else, and he goes in there and whoops them up, then you're going to say they're washed up. I mean, this is where, and not saying this towards whoever asked that question, but this is where like a boxer could never win with the fan base, because either they're not fighting the guys, or when they do get to fight and they're ready, or if they lose, they weren't ready yet and the promoter moved them too fast. When they do get to fight and they beat them in a year from now, well, the guy was over the hill. So, I mean, it's almost set up where a boxer can never win.
It's true. Luis says, is Ryan Garcia a serious contender? Absolutely. I think
he's making a noise.
Man. Now, Ryan still has some little things to work on here, but he's showing himself. He's getting better. He's getting stronger. And his technique, I think having the Canelo's people with him has helped.
Yeah.
It's made him a better fighter. And I think that the Tank fight and Ryan Garcia fight is a lot closer now than it was last year.
I think so too. Ricardo Escobar says, you guys think Jose Ramirez beats Josh Taylor? The winner will be undisputed 140 champ.
I do. I think Jose Ramirez can beat him.
I don't know. It's hard to go against Josh Taylor, though.
It's hard to go against Jose, an Olympian and a world champion, too.
I just said it's hard to go against Josh Taylor, though.
Oh, Robert kicks your ass for saying that, for going against this fighter.
I'm not going against him. I did say I was going against him.
Yes.
I said
Taylor's going to knock him out.
It's hard going. I did not say that. I said Josh Taylor is a tough fighter.
I know he is.
And I said, if anything, that's given Ramirez props, because if he goes in there and beats him easily.
Shannon has a question for you. I know you can answer it than I can. Is Hurd capable of a better appearance with his new team, or is it really his own issues?
I don't think it's his own issues. I don't think it's anything to do with the team. I think that he's in a tough weight. he's in a tough spot with his height and his size, his natural size for the weight that he's fighting at. I think it is draining. It's horrible. I know I've been through it, trying to stay at 160, and I think it's starting to catch up to him. I truly do, and you can see it because again, Jarrett Hurd's not the type of kid. You don't hear him in trouble or out partying. No. It's not that he's not taking it serious.
He's just big.
He's a big guy.
6'1"?
I'm 230. I was 230 when I took that picture with him at the International Boxing Hall of Fame, and he looked 50 pounds heavier than me and an inch taller than me.
And he was huge, dude.
He's a big guy, and it's catching up to him because again, every fight that he fought before that, he was a guy who got stronger as the fight went on with his 6'2" body frame, and he wore guys down. This fight, he was so much bigger than that kid, but he was tired in the middle rounds, and he looked sluggish. It's not from him partying or doing it or not taking training serious. I think it was because of the weight cut, and it started draining him.
Yeah, going back to what we were talking about when Tyler asked what was the kid's name that beat him up in Tunguska, I didn't tell you who we finished him off at Robert's gym with.
Who?
Andy Ruiz.
Why?
Because he wanted
He's an MMA guy, man. He's just trying to learn to stand up.
He's a good boxer. He's a good stand-up.
He is. That's
but
what I'm saying.
It was not the heavyweight Andy. Remember, it's Robert's younger fighter. Remember, Andy was like 14-0.
They'll be like, "Hey, Kel, you're going to kickbox with Conor McGregor today." The fuck? What the hell did I do?
He wanted training, and he fucking got it, right?
Yeah.
Dude, tell me it's not experience. You get 5 rounds with Jarrett Hurd, and you get 4 rounds or 6 rounds with Andy Ruiz. Dude, you're fucking. That is prime for an MMA fighter to get that, isn't it?
I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, but that's prime. You know what? He came back and won a fucking title. He said, "There's nobody in this MMA, nobody in this local scene that's ever going to give me the trouble that these 2 dudes did."
Jay Cortina says, "What's the last great fight you guys have seen?"
Man, the last great one?
I guess that one this past weekend was pretty good.
Porter and Spence was a good one.
Yeah.
Inoue and Donaire.
Those
were the last great ones.
Ifty says, "You think Mikey Garcia can beat any of the top dogs at 147? If so, who?"
I think so.
I think he can hang in. I think he can hang in there with a guy like Danny Garcia. I think
Thurman
Porter. For sure.
He'd hang in there, Porter. I think, but the problem is, Mikey's not a 47-pound guy. He's not a 47 guy. I would love it for him to be, but I think right now with Vargas, there's somebody asked a question about Vargas and him, how a fight goes. We'll get to that, but I think that Mikey's so much better than Vargas. I think that's going to be
and Vargas is big
kid, 54.
Yeah, he's big. He's a huge welterweight. But I still think in that fight, Mikey takes it because of the overall skills.
Yeah. Darren says, "Do you think Pacquiao will fight Spence?" I don't see why he wouldn't. Pacquiao's never not wanting to take a fight.
I don't want to see it though. I don't. I mean, Pacquiao go out with the legacy. I think he's going to end up getting hurt.
I would like to see Mikey and Pac next after this
for the payday.
It's a payday, man. Yeah. Both of them. Mikey doesn't want to stay around that long, and Pacquiao's about his way out. Why not?
Santillo goes, "Josh was in a war with Regis. Will that play a factor in a Ramirez fight?"
It could.
It might. It might not.
It could. But those British guys, they're always in wars in their gyms. That's how they fight,
Mm-hmm. Ricardo goes, "There are talks of Ryan Garcia, Jorge Linares fight for May. They're both fighting on February 14th. If both win, they're fighting each other in May."
I would say Ryan Garcia is too much for Linares right now.
I do.
Linares has not looked good in a while.
But Linares still got that hand speed.
He still has experience.
I think it's a good fight. I mean, if Ryan Garcia is going to go to where everybody's thinking he's going to go, or where Golden Boy thinks he's going to go, that's a fight that he should win if he's going to be a world champion at this point.
Yes.
That's a guy you got to beat if you're moving forward.
Dax Khan, our good buddy Dax, said, "Triple G might call Kelly out just for that impression."
Well, come on, Mox. It's boxing.
Dan said, "Those are the most god-awful impressions." Dan.
Who said that?
Dan. No, Dan said they're god-awful impressions.
Siegel?
Dan Siegel. Fuck Dan.
Oh,
Siegel, man.
why is this?
Why you?
Dan.
Hey, Kelly, do
Boo boo.
No.
Hey, I know we were going to
Dan's picking on me, man.
I know we were going to talk
I'm going to come down there and roll around on his mats in dirty underwear.
I'm gonna come roll around on his mats with MRSA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just put MRSA on your ass, slide it
all
around.
over it. I'm gonna have him show me some moves, right in the spot that I'm laying.
Steve said, "What do you think the status of Spence in reality?" Look, Steve, the problem is with people, they listen to some of these journalists that are full of shit, and I'm not gonna call them liars, but they're fucking liars. I'm I'm not gonna say names because every time I do, I get a warning. We get a warning from somebody, but you know who they are. Anyway, I hear, oh, Errol Spence has spinal cord problems. He'll never walk again, and people suck that up. And then you look on Instagram, and Errol Spence is at fucking Disney World with his family riding Space Mountain. Now you tell me, somebody with spinal problems, are they riding Space Mountain anytime soon?
Spinal
In court. And then, what was it? They said, oh, you hear how Errol talks? Because when he was at the fight, it was slow. I said, he just got new fucking teeth.
Yeah.
He literally got new teeth in his mouth.
I got nice fans because they can talk about the way I fucking talk.
Yay.
Hold on. But I do got a chew on most of
Shannon said he aged out of the diet. She's talking about Herd. I agree too, Shannon.
I think so. Oh, I got a couple good ones here. All right. Matthew Romano. First of all, I'm going to read this one. One of my fondest memories of you is at the Canfield Fair hitting the punching machine and putting everybody to shame that walked by
Not me.
trying to challenge you.
Not me.
That was fun times.
Not me.
I know.
You beat me with the right hand, didn't you, on the punch machine?
Yeah.
I was
punching machines don't count.
Hey, but that right hand, you still broke that record on that punch machine that day. What was that at the jump house? At the bouncy house.
Yeah,
right?
the bounce there.
Dude, we were
Extreme air.
Justin, we were hitting these punching machines. Me and Kelly was. People were in there doing those jumpies. They heard the punch machines. They all stopped and just like congregated over. It was really embarrassing. They're like, Kelly's hitting the machine. And it was like,
They always do.
that fucking machine just went, he hit it and it like shook back. It was like, fuck.
They always vibrate, but the score don't go as high as it should.
We should do a little tour just to get YouTube hits up.
Dude,
We should do like one a day or two a day.
that'd be cool.
Nah. Yo, I'm too old for that shit. I did that last time. I was on the ground. My shoulder felt like it was over a mile away.
Dude, I broke.
Is it because there's no resistance?
Yeah, I'm old,
And
man.
they're flat. They're half flat.
James and I were talking about that.
I broke the.
I power lift.
Yeah, I broke the record on the left hook though. I threw my left hook and broke the record that day. But compared to who I was hitting, probably drunks and elderly people hitting it. But I did break the left hook record. I hit it with the left hook and it was like 993 or something.
I swing at those things.
All right. Here's a funny one. Did you see Khabib wants to fight Mayweather? 11 rounds of boxing and 1 round of MMA rules. If I was Mayweather, I would take the 11 rounds of boxing and then run out of the ring. Run out of Coliseum.
If he does, Khabib won't make it to the MMA round at the end.
Yeah,
so.
he would end up knocking Khabib out. But, oh, man, that 1 round. What?
Dak said the line was classic. I'm not calling anyone a liar, but they're fucking liars. Dak, you know who they are. I'm not going to say no names, but we know who they are. Everybody, every writer knows who these guys are that just spew bullshit and racism in every fucking thing they write.
If he says Breedis versus Dorticos, WBS final, who do you think wins? I don't know much on that.
I know Dorticos, but I would still say Regis. Kevin's watching, our good friend Kevin. Siren says, your memes are savage. Of course they are.
Yeah. Brutal. Damon goes, is the Floyd Pack era finally done?
I hope so.
Are the young, strong, fast prospects about to heat up a new era? I think so. I mean, come on. Floyd, he's early 40s. Pacquiao's
42,
early.
right?
Yeah,
43?
42, 43.
43.
Yeah, it's done. It should be. Santillo Media says, James and Kelly, for those of us that are novice in boxing, the glove size changes as soon as you are 0.2 pounds over 147, like Robert Garcia mentioned.
Yes.
Can you guys please talk glove size in general? Yeah.
Anything below 147?
When I was fighting, it was actually 154 was the cutoff, and I actually wore 8-ounce gloves. Or what would it have been? Yeah, 8-ounce.
In the contract, you can still move them around.
Yeah, and I wore them because I was at that cutoff weight there. My first 3 fights, actually my third fight, I fought Anthony Coiler out of Tennessee, and that poor kid.
8 ounces.
And I don't even know how I got him on my hands.
What were they, Reyes?
Yeah, Reyes, 8 ounce.
Jesus Christ.
And
you might as well just hit him with a fucking sledgehammer.
Yeah, and it does. That size difference makes it, but that's why for the lower weights, it's 8 ounce, and then for the heavier weights, it's 10 ounce. It makes a difference, and you need the 10 ounce for the heaviers. So it don't, if the 10 ounce or the 8 ounce was being wore for like a super middleweight, then that makes a difference.
I know over 147 now is 10 ounces, and anything under 147 is 8. But there used to be commissions. I don't know if they do anymore, but the commissions in your contract, you could get maybe 10 ounce gloves as a smaller fighter. Because I think Floyd used 10 ounces against Maidana.
He might have.
He did.
Well, for his hands too, though.
Hands.
That's probably.
Well, the thing was, do you remember Floyd paid Maidana $2.5 million to switch from the Everlast Mexican to the power locks because he didn't want to get hit with those power locks. And they told my guys, okay, I'll wear whatever you want for $2.5 million. Fuck it.
So they ain't going to make that big of a difference on when you get hit. Santio, where was that? That was a funny one. First, James Brawl says, Triple G impressions are fun, kind of like Arnold. Get to the chopper.
Chopper.
Lanera hasn't looked good in a while, but his wife has. Jay Cortines said that. And then
can't argue that.
Julian Slowwater says Danny Garcia is not the type of person I can root for.
Right.
But but his last belt he laid a pretty good whooping on Redcock.
Yeah.
Redcock. Redcock is too tough.
I'll get to your question, Siren, I promise. I'm just thinking about it. Steve Stoller said, how much does a glove weigh after wrapping? In other words, that does the wrap add to the weight of... No, they're separate. The wrap and the glove are two separate entities.
I mean, ask that question after 8 rounds with the sweat.
With the sweat, you might have an 11-ounce glove, but the wrap is... there's different rules in the commission about the wrap, but usually it's one roll of gauze and one roll of tape for what they allow. But...
word of the day, left hook Lucy.
Yep. So, there's a lot of sweat and condensation gets in the glove. They get a little heavier. And
James Rose says, can you guys do Triple G talking to Schwarzenegger? I can't do a Schwarzenegger accent. And I can only do...
I can't do it.
I can only do Triple G when he's getting interviewed with Max. Max is boxing. Max is boxing.
Kelly Morgan's watching. I love Kelly. She's cool. Doc says, no, the gloves are weighed and then manufactured and inspected. Exactly. And they're sealed. They're usually in a sealed bag when you get them from the commission.
Yeah, you pick them, you open the bag up.
And then they take them and put them back in the fucking bag till later on.
Yep. Damon got a good one. He says, guys, should social media be in contract to deactivate during camp? Or is it necessary for promotion? Fuck. Listen, here's my take on it. And again, it goes back to the... Sorry, guys, that cough messed up my chew. Here's what my take is on it. I'm kind of a catch-22. I think it hurts the fighters when they go on there and they say the stupid shit that they say.
Yeah,
I really do. I think that most of these fighters are young adults and they should have more common sense. I got on mine at the end of my career sometimes, and out of being pissed, I would say shit. But at the same time, why is it fair for any other 19, 20, or 22-year-old that's out there sitting at home with a cigarette in their hand, eating Doritos, drinking beer, or out partying, to say the ignorant shit that they say on a daily basis, but a young man who's fighting, who may have an issue, who's going into a ring getting punched in the face, not for millions yet, and wants a fair shot at somebody and he can't get it, so his only other way to be heard is to go through social media. Why ain't he allowed to? That's the part
because he works for millionaires that pay him good money not to.
Well, yeah, but he's not getting paid the money. So, I mean, if he wants to...
It's potential.
So my advice would be get off of the social media because you could only hurt yourself when you're in that situation. But I do see the point. Why is your freedom or your rights being taken away?
There's another positive point to that. Even fucking
Justin,
it, though, is,
you want a piece of brownie?
Is that even when you do something stupid on social media or something that's negative, that's still kind of a positive for your next fight, your campaign, anything that you're doing, because it's attention. Attention just draws people, good or bad. You know?
That's true. That's really true. Thank you for answering my questions.
Shannon has a good question, and I like this question. What glove is best? I prefer Reyes. For me, for sparring, Shannon, I preferred winning because it's a great training glove and the headgear and everything is great, the full face. But for fights, maybe Reyes or Grant, I was a big fan of. But Kelly got to use everything.
I liked the winning. I liked Grant's sparring gloves. I liked the jab that came out.
That one from Denmark?
Which one is that?
Jabs from like Denmark or Sweden, right? They're blue?
Yeah, they're nice.
Robert Garcia stole those gloves from you. I seen him.
I know. I'll talk to him about that.
Yeah, he stole them. They're in the gym still. Kelly, they were in there. We were in Texas. I said, "There's your gloves," and I said, "Take them." I said, "Take your gloves back."
Matthew Raymond says, "I watched the Don King movie. Who's the most ruthless promoter in the boxing game today?"
They all are.
They all are.
They'd fucking sell their mother for $1.
James Burrell says, Kelly, do you ever hate being famous? And then Ricky Pavlik says, I want a brownie, James.
I got some brownie here.
Ricky Rape should not have a brownie.
We're ruining our diet right now, eating brownies.
I'm not eating. I'm watching. I'm just saying, good on my diet. James Burrell, do you ever hate being famous? No, I mean, I'm quite famous still, a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
You know you are. It took 4 fucking hours to get to MGM, Kelly.
In the boxing community, I am.
That's famous. Porn stars are famous in the sex community, and they're still famous.
No, porn stars are actually pretty popular outside of the. You always find that one creeper.
It's true. This guy. No.
Can you imagine that too? Like, I peeled, like, being a porn star female, and like the guy run up like, I peeled my banana to you like 90,000 times.
Dude, how much you want to bet they hear that? They fucking hear it. I guarantee it. How many times do you think Jenna Jameson heard, I peel my banana to you, and they have to just sit there looking like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But don't touch me, please.
I got carpal tunnel on my right hand because of you.
Esteban says Kelly will have the Russian mafia waiting for him after the show tonight.
Why is this?
Hey, Esteban.
Explain.
It wouldn't be the first night we had the Russian mafia in the bar with us. Do you remember that?
I'm not. I think it's cool, man. I'm Slovak. I'm gonna get the Adidas track outfit, and I'm gonna rock it to
the velvet one with the. But do you remember across the street from Madison Square?
Yeah, I do.
The fucking Russian mob there with the girls.
Gangsters with their fucking barely legal 18-year-old escorts.
Oh, dude, I didn't make eye contact with those women. Those fucking dudes were like Russian gangsters, like, and Damon's all, look at those girls and fuck that. I'm looking straight ahead. Dude.
Damon Martinez said, J-Lo versus Lizzo in a steel cage match. I gotta go with Lizzo on that one.
Lizzo has the weight advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, Darren says, Kelly, you and Ward retired somewhat early from a sport where most of them go on too long. Money aside, do you think it's the rush of walking out to a sold-out crowd that's hard to give up?
Yeah, because believe it or not, that's kind of the only thing that I miss a little bit is the crowd and feeling after a victory or after a fight.
You know what I would miss, Kelly? Cashing that big fucking check.
Yeah,
I would miss that. Wouldn't you, Justin? Waking up in the morning. Can you imagine waking up in the morning with that dried blood and your eyes swell up and you look at that $1 million check like, oh yeah, that motherfucker there.
You have to make sure all the zeros are there. Yeah.
Can I buy you think I can buy a pair of new shoes?
Yeah.
Dude, that would be, I know, I've never cashed a check with that many zeros, but I bet Justin probably has. I know Kelly has, but wake up in the morning with that dried blood in your nose like you do, and that you know how your throat's always sore after a boxing match?
The blood boogers that actually cut your nose even more when you pull them out of your snout.
Yeah, and you got that, your throat's always dry and sore the next morning from swallowing blood.
Julian says Mr. Dominguez versus Jake Paul at Cruiser, 1 month for prep.
I'd beat the fuck out of that dude.
Yeah, man. Dominguez.
I'd beat the fuck out of that dude.
I
don't know why these dudes, some of these dudes don't think I've ever thrown a punch before. Back in my day, 50 fucking years ago, I was a force to be reckoned with. 57 years ago, when I was training with fucking Sugar Ray Robinson and Harry Greb. Harry fucking Greb.
There's another one that posts people. Pacquiao don't belong in this era as one of the greats. He had a tough fight with this guy, and this one was
Eric Morales beat him, and Eric Morales was garbage.
When I hear that,
did you hear that?
Yeah,
Eric Morales beat Pacquiao. Eric Morales was garbage.
I said if it was up to most of the boxing fans, the top 5-pound greatest of all time would be Sugar Ray Robinson, Harry Greb, Marvin Hagler,
Willie Pep,
and then Harry Greb.
There's a good question by Shannon Kelly for you. Would you ever come back to face one of your previous opponents? If so, who? Say Bernard. Fucking say it.
I'd probably say Bernard. You want to go after the fights that you lost. I would say Bernard and Sergio Martinez.
Good homie, Lawrence.
Unfortunately, combined, there would be 120 now.
Fuck it.
Hey, here's a good one. With Damon. Shakira versus Taylor Swift in a bikini jiu-jitsu match. First of all, I don't know. Taylor Swift is a pretty girl, and she's a phenomenal artist. I don't think I would want to see her in a bikini, though. I don't even think they got a bikini that would fit around her. She's too thin.
Dude, I would want. Dude, could you imagine Taylor Swift biting you with her teeth? She has those teeth, though.
Shakira got those strong hips. And
Oh, yeah.
Shakira's older than she looks at it, too. Shakira's 43.
She grew up in Colombia. You're not going to tell me you didn't grow up rough and you grew up in fucking Colombia. That's home of
and
Pablo
those hips
Escobar.
and everything. Overall, as an artist, who would win in a Taylor Swift? Better artist.
But Taylor Swift looks like a rake. She's real skinny and has those teeth sticking out. She's a fucking. I'd fuck her too. Why you gotta be so mean?
You know what? You would end up in one of her breakup songs.
All we talk about is cocaine and anal sex. That's all the song. Bro, that's what her song. If she hooks up with me, that's what we're talking about. Cocaine and anal sex. That's it. In no particular order. Are you okay, Kelly? What do you think all my exes talk about? Cocaine and anal sex, and I'm not, and I'm the recipient, not the giver.
What's even funnier about that is
Kelly Morgan knows.
I made a point about all of her songs being about breakups, and I said, I can't believe. I was like, obviously after your 20th album, maybe it's not the boyfriend, right?
You're not the problem.
Maybe the boyfriend's not the problem.
Well, John Mayer may have been the problem.
And the songs are all like PG rated and everything, and then James comes out of nowhere, and I pictured Taylor Swift singing about a song of cocaine and anal sex.
She did that? That'd be
Oh shit.
Wow,
10 times over.
Shannon said, "Marry, kill, fuck Shakira, J-Lo, Taylor Swift. Marry Taylor Swift, kill Shakira, and fuck J-Lo." I got it. That's perfect. I'm not in the end of the days. I'm not pleasing any one of them, so we're good.
That was funny.
If the joke,
Jake Cortina says, "You plan on doing Rogan again?" I'm going on Joe Rogan's show every week.
I want to just go to the green room again. I want to go to the green room and drink that THC coffee and that fucking wild meats that he gave me. The wild game meats.
Game meat, yeah.
Dude.
Was it elk?
Dude, elk, alligator, caribou, rattlesnake, bear.
I
He had
served
this
alligator
meat.
at my restaurant a long time ago.
I heard you did.
And duck.
Dude, Joe Rogan came out and he saw that meat tray gone. He looked at me like, "You fat motherfucker."
But that's when, the restaurant didn't call for that, and the business people I had felt that it was, a smart thing to do. And Camel, Struthers area served duck and alligator. So make the money in the middle and throw it up to just inventory.
Yeah.
You know what you...
They said James is doing lines off her flat ass. I get to do lines off Taylor Swift's flat ass. I would. I do one off her spine.
Her
big
butt,
one.
her butt probably looks like 2 kneecaps.
It's okay. I would just call her eight Ball Taylor. That'd be her new name. 8 Ball Taylor.
Mean.
She has a song about that. Why you gotta be so mean, right?
Isn't his guy Jamie from Youngstown too? Who's?
Yeah, Jamie, the producer. You know, remember producer?
Oh,
Jamie?
yeah.
Jamie's
A
cool.
lot of them guys had Youngstown connection.
No, Jamie's from Columbus. Jamie's not from Youngstown.
No, Tony Hinchcliffe
Tony's
was from Youngstown. He graduated from
Yeah,
Youngstown.
no, but Jamie is from Columbus. He went to the same school as
But
my
the
ex.
connection with Tony Hinchcliffe is he opens up for Joe Rogan on his stand-up comedy tours.
Yeah, he does. But not just that. He's probably one of the best writers in the country. Tony Hinchcliffe. He does Kill Tony.
Kill Tony.
Is on comedy, and then he writes for the roast. He's probably one of the best roast comedians.
But Jamie was talking to us. He has some connections in Youngstown, though. He was saying
He does, but he's from Reynoldsburg, Ohio. He went to my ex's rich kid school. I don't know, high school. So
Damon Martinez goes, "Who has the best Perry catch and shoot in the game today?"
who? Lomachenko.
Or I would say Danny Garcia.
Garcia, yeah. Who asked that?
Damon.
Fucking Damon always has good questions.
He does.
Ryfon will bite him Tyson style cause he likes meat and hates to lose. That's true.
Dan Siegel.
Dan Siegel.
Stephen A. is crazy.
Stephen A. did say he would beat Rogan up. Did you see that?
Yeah, he is.
Hey, I got a topic we're supposed to talk about.
Well, hurry up, because it's 8 o'clock.
Leaving fucking 10-year-olds and fucking...
No.
You don't want to do that one?
Nah.
I'll tell you off the air. It's bad shit. Can we make it a general topic about taking care of your fighters?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no names because I don't want to ruffle feathers. but they're fucking assholes. But they are. If you take the responsibility of having an amateur fighter, whether they're 6 years old or 16 years old or 60 years old, if you take that responsibility, those are your fighters. He's your fighter. She's your fighter. And to leave them in the middle of a tournament or just not give a shit anymore, you are the worst piece of shit out there.
And would that all stem from you getting a text?
A text
From the person.
Coach, yeah.
And
making jokes about leaving a 10-year-old in a tournament without a trainer.
Yeah.
A 10-year-old girl. And my thing is this. If you take that responsibility of training anybody, fuck, not just kids. If you take the responsibility of training someone, they're your responsibility. You don't leave them in a lurch. Even if you don't like them, you have disagreements, you get them through the fight, you come home and you guys part ways. But you don't leave them before a fight or during a fight. Shannon says, tell us. Shannon, I will tell you, and you just call me or either I'll message you.
Yeah, Shannon, I'll tell you.
Kelly's going to tell you, Shannon. Stephen A is crazy. Did you see the way he was hitting mitts? Dan, I saw that. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen when he threw that uppercut, half left hook, half right hand thing he threw.
That was horrible. You know what that was from? I'm going to be honest with you.
What?
That's a little drill that people do.
Yeah.
For like women, like in
that courses.
The class fit. And what they do is they have you like throw like the one hand down to the ground. And that's how I know is because... And then you come up. So what it does is help you in position to throw the uppercut across body.
So you're telling me Stephen A. learned that in a woman's self-defense course?
Yeah, he must have. Or the trainer, whoever the guy was training him, was the one doing it.
That trainer was shit. That trainer was the epitome of shit. And that's another thing. Why the fuck would you train people, right? And not tell them the truth? I'm training Stephen A. He's giving me, let's say, $500 an hour. I'm going to say, Stephen, you're giving me $500 an hour. Do you want me to give you $500 of advice? You look like shit. Let's start again.
Take 2 weeks off and quit.
Yair says, James, what's up? Kelly, what's up? See you in a few weeks. Hey, bro, make sure we get our. You said you were gonna help us with our credentials at the fight on Friday. He knows the corner. Right here, Mora Martinez, my homie.
Yeah,
he's gonna help us with the. He's our homie. Jaime says Stephanie Smith had the nerve to disrespect the champ Andy Ruiz Jr. Well, Andy Ruiz. To be fair, Andy Ruiz kind of disrespected himself.
Yeah.
He disrespected himself going in the ring looking like a fucking idiot.
Well, let's wrap it up.
All right, guys.
Great show today. Super show. We will let you guys know what's crackulating as far as the next one.
Sunday.
If we're going Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, we are going Sunday.
Sunday at 7. Right?
Shit, so that's a quick turnaround.
Hey, Coach Donald's watching. Donald Leary.
Donald, what's up, homie? Donald. Don.
Hey, Shannon Javante got caught this weekend on film for abuse. What's your take? We already said that.
We talked about it.
He needs to get his ass hemmed up. There's never no excuse to beat a woman.
Yep, put him in with Lomachenko now.
Put him with Lomachenko and fucking Mikey at the same night.
Exactly.
No, but thanks, Scott. What do they got to do, Kelly?
Share, subscribe, mainly subscribe, and
kind of like it too.
Like it, hit that bell.
Well, they got to hit that ringy bell, right?
Yeah, that bell will,
I know none of you sorry motherfuckers are going to do it.
Hey, yo, Mick.
They're not going to ring the bell. They're not going to. They're not going to share it. They're going to be like, did you watch the shitty things that they said all night?
Why is this?
Dominguez said he was going to do cocaine off Taylor Swift's asshole. I'm telling her publicist. Tell him.
I'm going to put that in the scripture for the next show.
And notice, guys, I just want...
Anal sex and cocaine.
I want all the Punchline fans and everybody else who's tuning in. James Dominguez says that stuff. And you guys, you notice that I sit here and mind my own business. I did almost spit my water out and choke on it because it was in my esophagus, but I don't say anything like that.
No, you don't. You get me riled up, Kelly.
I want you guys to know that.
Riled up.
So
we get each other. Justin gets me riled up more now. Justin took me across the street last week and almost died going home. I don't remember getting home.
You love me.
It was great.
Why is this, champ?
Great show, guys. Sonny says, shake it show. Even without even watching, I'll listen tomorrow. Thank you. She's going to write a song. It's flat, but it's easier to do lines on me. Shannon Torres. It's easier to do. It's flat. It's flat.
Oh, that was a good one,
yeah,
Shannon.
It's flat and does not smell like lacquer.
Oh man, that was a good one.
Have their publicist tell our publicist.
No.
What?
What?
About Taylor Swift's going to call her publicist and have her tell. Dude, I've been threatened by.
Dude, don't say R, because when you put R in there, you're including me.
My publicist. I've been threatened by Evander Holyfield, Paul, what's his name?
Well, first of all, I think they're afraid to threaten me.
No, they're not going to threaten you. I've been threatened by Evander Holyfield live. I've been threatened by Paul Williams, the wheelchair joke. I like Paul and I like, but now Taylor Swift's coming after me.
James Brawl said James is going to have all the pink hairs on him. Who's pink hairs?
Pink hairs?
Pink hairs.
Who's
Huh?
Pink hairs? I have no idea what that means.
That was weak.
You got to do better than that.
James Brawl, explain.
Just tell them to quit telling. Bobby, it's not that easy. Just don't write what James said, Matthew said.
All right, last one. Matthew Raymond, who's your favorite Youngstown local sparring partner? Probably would have been Billy Lau.
I was gonna say Harold the bar drunk.
Everybody's drunk in Youngstown.
Hey, according to everybody in Youngstown, they either babysat you or used to spar with you.
No, that was everybody babysat Mancini.
No, I ran a few babysitters of you.
Yeah, probably. I never had babysitters. Mancini.
Every woman I've ever met dated Kelly. You remember? They've all dated you, and then every guy used to spar with you, right?
Or whoop my ass.
Or beat you up.
Yeah.
But you know what? Kelly sees them people in person, and they turn to Kool-Aid right there on the spot. They turn
do.
to Jello. I didn't say that we fought. I said my brother may have fought you. I said that. Fuck.
What person fought you?
A friend of mine, a friend said that he sparred you. Who's your friend? I can't remember his name right now. But you said it was you. No, I didn't.
I just had that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, somebody was telling me that they threw a name out there that I'd never heard of in my lifetime. I wasn't even nowhere near familiar.
Dude.
But yeah, man, see, he gets all the babysitters. I feel bad, like the guy never, he has all the stories about his mom and his dad, but from everybody in Youngstown, legend has it that 95 people babysitted him.
Dude, everybody babysitted him. What was the other? No, but you even had a pro fight. I'm not gonna say his name, but you had a pro fighter you called out for lying. A pro.
Oh yeah.
You had a pro fighter you called out for lying like that. You remember that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we had a pro. I'm not saying
I may bring it up one time.
We had a pro fighter. Kelly did. Contender, world contender. May have held some minor belts. Say on social media that he went to camp with you, Kelly.
Yeah, and
you fired him.
I sent him home
because he was too good, beating people up. And what did you tell him?
The fuck did you ever come spar me?
He tried to beat you. He was there, right?
What camp was that?
He didn't remember what camp, did he?
No.
And wait, did he even? He didn't. And then what? And then he still tried to say that he was there, even if you told him he wasn't.
Yeah,
dude. I don't know pros that forget another pro that's
exactly, especially an up and comer.
Or he was older than you.
Yeah, but at that time, he still was a name.
Well, he was a comer. Fucking 19 losses, huh? But yeah, hey, right. Great show, Kelly. Great show, guys.
We'll see you guys next week. Sunday.
That's what I say. It's Kelly's Afghan cousin.
Not mine, yours.
No, you're Afghan. You
it is. That's the one.
Yeah.
Alzir.
Fuzzy butt.
Yep.